Coming soon in Dubai. We promise, we deliver. BT Properties. Stay tuned. Call now 800-50-555.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, welcome, and Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We bring another episode, The Candidate, covering federal election of Canada on April 28, 2025. I have with me in the studio today who is a candidate in Mississauga Lakeshore Constituency. He's a young man. He's trying to get elected from a new party, and his name is Fahad Rao. Assalamu alaikum, Fahad. How are you?
Walaikum salam. Thank you for having me. You know what? I like you even more since you called a young man. So I appreciate it. That's a very good intro, I must say.
Thank you, Fahad. Fahad, we want to talk about politics. We want to talk about your party, PPC, People's Party of Canada, and we will talk about your constituency. But before I talk about anything else, I'm pretty sure our viewers, people of your constituency, would want to know who is Fahad Rao.
Yeah, Fahad Rao is just a simple guy. I've been living in Canada for almost 30 years. We migrated from Pakistan. I had my education here. I went to college here, working in the construction industry for about almost 14 years. I worked in private sector as well as now I'm in the municipal sector. Just a regular working guy. That's all I can say about Fahad Rao.
Okay. Fahad, you're a regular guy. You're working in construction. You're working for a municipality. What brings you into the political circle?
To be honest, I never thought that I was going to be in politics. My grandmother, she used to say that she used to pray that nobody gets into the politics because it's a very big responsibility, man. I mean, as you know, that well, she told me, Fahad, that if you get into politics, if a dog dies of hunger, you're gonna have to have an answer for that. You're gonna have, on the day of judgment, you'll be answerable for that.
So you basically,
So I would
the idea is to be responsibility of everything which's happening under your governance.
Exactly. So it's gonna be it's a huge responsibility. I never thought, like I said, I would be in, but the only reason that I'm here is the future. I mean, future of my kids, future of our kids, basically, and what we have seen in the past 10 years. We face a lot of challenges now because of the policy that we've got in place right now. So something needs to be done in order to have this country in a place where it was when we came here.
Okay. Fahad, that's very interesting. So clearly you want to do something for the future generation, which includes your kids, for your constituency. But let's talk about People's Party of Canada. Why did you choose People's Party of Canada?
It's a very simple answer. I mean, what I believe in and the values that I try to practice on a daily basis. People's Party is the only party which is which is close to what I believe in, which is close to the ethical values, the moral values. That was like there was no other party for me to join but PPC.
Fahad, that's very interesting. But you grew up in Canada and you want to see a change, as you said. Why do you want that change? What haven't Stephen Harper government or Justin Trudeau's government done which you're not satisfied with, or what they have done which you want to change?
Stephen Harper you mentioned, Justin Trudeau you mentioned, as well as Mark Carney and Pierre Poilievre. The common thing between all these mentioned names that you mentioned is they're globalists. They're part of the globalist movement.
Okay.
We are not part of any globalist movement. We want to put Canada first. We want to put Canadian people first. So
Okay.
that's one of the big reasons that I wanted to be part of People's Party of Canada.
All right, I'm going to talk more about the party itself, but I do want to know the key issues going into the election for People's Party of Canada and for Fahad Rao.
Well, biggest thing is for now, I mean, the affordability is touching the sky. I mean, it's sky high.
That's very true. And inflation is on the, yeah, it's on
and
top of
it's
the world.
because we are spending money where we shouldn't have to. I mean, what we believe in, Canada's money should be staying in Canada. For example, I'll give you example. I'm living in a house where I cannot afford to provide enough for my family, but there's a fight happening down the street, and the two neighbors are fighting. I know them, but rather than me spending my money on my family, I'm giving my money to the neighborhood, to the people who are fighting over there down the neighbor. I'm giving my money to them. How does it make sense? And
Okay.
because of that, I'm not able to spend money on my kids, on my family. I'm just giving my money to the guys who are fighting over there.
To a third party.
It
Okay.
doesn't make sense. I'm not like I need to sort of. This is my question to all these parties. How can you justify that?
So you're very assertive about Canadian governments in the past spending outside of Canada.
Not
What?
just pass. Sorry to interrupt. Not
Yeah.
just pass. Even now, I mean, like we're sending billions and billions of dollars in a conflict or where we have nothing to do with.
Okay. What is People's Party of Canada going to do different when they're elected? Of course, I'm assuming that you're not spending that money or giving out that money. How are you planning to spend that?
Maxime Bernier said it right, like full stop. Like he was clear about it that we're gonna stop all the extra expenditures, such as sending money outside, keeping Canada's money in Canada. We're giving billions of dollars to media, CBC Radio. We're gonna stop all that extra spending.
Even something like CBC Radio, but that's not outside, is it?
It's not outside, but the thing is, like they once you, like if it feels like, I mean, they have just one narrative to sort of give it across. I mean, that's why Maxime Bernier is more interested in podcasts like yours or other podcasts. First of all, he's not even invited to debate. That's unheard of. We've been asking, or actually, a poll was sent out that which parties do you support. They don't even mention PPC on that. And if you go on social media, basically it's majority of what I've seen is people are defending PPC, and they're annoyed by the fact that we are not even invited to debates. Yesterday, Michael Batur, who's one of the candidates from Burlington, he went for a town hall debate, and he wasn't even allowed to get in there. Let's talk.
That's very
Let's talk.
undemocratic. Like, I haven't heard of it. Are you? Is it covered by media, by any newspaper?
We are not covered anywhere. I mean, I've seen few clips here and there on CP24 that okay, today the approval rate is this much, that, but you know what? We are nowhere close. I mean, it's not a fair game when it comes to PPC.
Okay, Fahad, I don't know how much I can do to help out PPC, but because I believe in democracy in Canada, I would like to invite anyone who wants to talk on behalf of PPC for their constituency or even for federal government. They are welcome to join me on my podcast.
And believe me, there are so many people who.
So I would try to cover them as many as I can.
Let's do it. I really appreciate it. You have no idea, and like I said, you know what? If mainstream media doesn't want to invite us, fine. We are here for people. We're gonna talk to people. We're gonna talk to you. We're gonna talk to any other podcaster or anybody who wants to invite us. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk to people.
Fahad, I do want to ask a question, and I'm sorry, I am going to ask this question very candidly. People's Party of Canada, and I'm going to be honest, it's new to me as well.
Yes.
I have been introduced to the party by you.
Yes.
I started reading on it. The chances of them having stakes in federal government, considering history of federal elections, is very rare. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, you're not far off, to be honest, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it. I mean, yes, we are. First of all, we don't even have a fair field to play on. I mean, like I just mentioned to you, we're not even invited to debates. I completely understand it, but you know what? We're not gonna give up. We're gonna keep fighting, but eventually, people will realize that whatever PPC was saying, whatever Maxime has been saying for past 15 years. It's turning out to be true. Maxime has been posting on a regular basis. He's posting clips from 15 years ago, 10 years ago. He mentioned about how Canada should be sort of stocking gold and our currency should be backed by gold. He's been mentioning that for years and years. So now, today, in today's economy, we are seeing that Maxime was right all along. So, I mean, these are things that we need to be discussing on a regular basis.
Okay. That's good what Maxine has to say, but Fahad, let me go back to the question I asked originally. Knowing the challenges running for this party has,
Yes.
why Fahad Rao decided to go to this party? And let me add, as I said, I read a little bit about this party. Um, there's a stereo, there's a stereotype about the party that it's a lot of people running for People's Party of Canada or Caucasian, and then from the opposite side, if you are a brown candidate in Toronto, people
Somebody's
will
from
ask the same
Pakistan.
question. Let me say just Pakistan. You can my
Yeah, I
diaspora, right?
mean, look,
People will say, "Oh, wait, why are you running for a party which we cannot relate to?" So
it's a
it's
very
it's
good
how there's
question.
win-win. It's opposite to win-win.
It's a very good question, man. Actually, I'll tell you a funny story. A couple of times ago, I mentioned who's a brother, like he's like a brother of mine, right? So we were at a mosque, and I mentioned, hey, I'm running for federal elections, and he was like, seriously,
Mhm.
which party? I'm like, People's Party. Like, what? People's Party? You're gonna ruin your name? Like, I mean, like, yes, it is. You know what? It's one of the biggest challenge. It is one of the biggest challenge somebody like me who's from Pakistan, who's a Muslim. I'm proud to be a Canadian, and I'm also proud of the place where I was born.
Okay.
My grandparents were born there, so I'm not gonna talk bad about Pakistan. I'm not gonna talk for sure. I'm not gonna talk bad about Canada. So I love these two countries. They gave me my identity. But to explain it, basically, my biggest goal and my biggest agenda will be to bring all the ethnicities together. Make them understand that the fears that they have. It's all mainstream media. Do not buy into the mainstream. Will be my biggest agenda to prove that at the end of the day, we are all same, and this will be my challenge. Like, trust me, I've listened to both sides, and we are just buying into the mainstream media a bit too much.
Since you mentioned Pakistan and the name of party is People's Party, so I'm just going to ask on a lighter note. I'm sorry. I just want to clarify to people but at this part I'm going to say in Urdu, right? क्योंकि लोग confuse हो सकते हैं कि यार इन दोनों parties का जो पाकिस्तान की People's Party है आसिफ अली जरदारी साहब की और जो People's Party of Canada है मैक्सिम की उनका कोई connection है क्या?
बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
अगर होता तो
Heck no.
अगर होता तो इस पार्टी में
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't be here. I mean, it's
अच्छा
two
चलो ठीक
completely
है.
different party. We stand on what we believe on.
Okay.
We stand on the moral and ethical values.
Okay.
So,
I asked this question on a lighter note, but I had to.
I want to keep it funny. I mean, our mutual friend in Germany, when I told him, hey, I got the green light from my People's Party of Canada, he's like, what? What do you mean? How are we gonna explain it to Rehan? By how are you gonna talk to your friends that you're in People's Party? I'm like, man, I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking, but it's not that. I know it's been in Pakistan for so many years, but we are far away from it. We are far, far away from it.
Okay.
I know some people won't like it, but hey, it is what it is.
All right. Okay, Fahad, we talked about People's Party of Canada, but I want to talk about your constituency specifically. There's a stereotype about your constituency that a lot of people, a number of population in your constituency is financially stable in comparison to other populations in GTA, other constituencies in GTA. What is important for Fahad Rao if Fahad Rao gets elected? What does Fahad Rao take to Parliament and as an issue, and want to make sure that Fahad talks about it in Ottawa?
Like, on a personal note, I want people who are watching this video, I want them who are not supporting PPC, who are part of either Liberal or CPC, but still, as a parent, they're so worried about their kids. I want them to do some. Don't take my word for it. I want them to themselves do. I want them to do the research about sterilizing kids, and which bill it was, when it was passed, and who voted for it. I mean, Pierre Poilievre, he said that, that Justin Trudeau should keep himself out of it and let parents and province decide. The thing is, I mean, what sort of gets me riled up is that why Pierre just cannot give a straight answer, that we don't agree with this. We respect the family values.
So you're saying he's giving a diplomatic answer in
He's
the
giving
media.
diplomatic. I mean, even a couple of months ago.
So what? Sorry, I'm interrupting. What do you want? Like something like Trump? Trump's statement, blunt statement?
I mean, there are two genders. Period. I mean, that similar question was asked by CBC anchor to Poilievre, and he was like, rather than answering in a straight, simple manner, he said, "Oh, what do you think? How many genders do you think? Why can't he just say that there are two genders, male and female?"
Okay.
So that's one of the things that I'm going to take. Not just me. I mean, this is a party policy anyway. So we're gonna have.
So that's the party policy.
That's party policy.
Okay.
Yes, we're gonna take it to the parliament. The other thing is, I mean, the constituency that I'm living in. I mean, it's mixed with well-established people as well as commoners, working class people. So as an individual, I mean, obviously we have a jurisdiction, right? We don't look at just in one constituency. We look at the whole country.
Okay.
So we have our own, like I said, we have our own jurisdiction. But when it comes to the federal politics, I mean, I learned it myself as well when I was giving interview to People's Party of Canada, and we are a legislature. So basically, we make we pass bills which sort of helps the whole country, not just individual writings or individually. Those are basically the jurisdiction of either municipal government, such as streets or even provincial jurisdiction. So I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but having said that, on a personal level, if I can help anybody, I've always been a guy who loves to help. And when it comes to the writing specifically, my plan is to go out in my writing and ask them what is it which is affecting them and the whole country, and how we can change it.
Okay.
So I want to develop consensus within my writing, which will affect the Canada for the betterment of Canada.
All right, Fahad, we're running out of time. Very blunt and aggressive question. Chances of Fahad Rao winning from his constituency might not be as high. You are aware of it, and you are still gonna go fight for it.
I mean, of course, chances are. I mean, there are challenges, obviously, as I've mentioned earlier. Not given a fair chance, and all these kinds of stuff which is going on. But you know what? We can't just give up, right?
I love the attitude.
We can't give up. I mean, at least we want to be able to make our voice heard. At least we want to, shake this status quo to their core, that we are coming. And who knows? I mean, last time, I think back in 2015, Justin Trudeau was number 3 when it comes to the in polls, and then he took the elections.
Yeah.
So I mean, if our voices get heard, I mean, if people, the thing that I want to say on this categorically is that I want people to do the research. I want people who are undecided. I want them to read the policies of all the parties and then decide for yourself. And I'm sure that People's Party of Canada will be the party which is going to stand out for the good of the country.
Okay. Fahad, thank you so much. I am going to play a rapid fire game with you, and I would want a small message for you to the viewers. But before that, I know your constituency has a lot of people of different language, the language I and you speak.
Yes.
So I'm going to take very brief answers from you in Urdu, just for a few questions. So we're going to repeat what we said. तो मैं उर्दू में अब आपसे सवाल करूंगा और छोटे-छोटे जवाब दीजिएगा, कंसाइज जवाब दीजिएगा.
कोशिश करेंगे यार, वैसे पॉलिटिशियन जब होता है ना वो लंबा खींचते हैं ना वो.
पॉलिटिशियन बन गए ऑफिशियली आप. अच्छा फहद, पीपल्स पार्टी ऑफ कनाडा की.
यार पीपल्स पार्टी ऑफ कनाडा की जो मेरी जो वैल्यूज है ना, जो हमें दीन सिखाता है, जो हमें दीन ने बताया है, वो काफी क्लोज है यार. आई मीन, जो जो जेंडर आइडेंटिटी है वो एक बहुत ही बड़ा एक मसला खड़ा हुआ है। एक वो वजह थी, ऊपर से जो है वो जो इनकम हो रही है लोगों की और किस वजह इन्फ्लेशन जो महंगाई जितनी हुई है उसको कंट्रोल में लाना, और खाम के जो है वो पैसे जो है वो बाहर ममालिक में जा रहे हैं जो कि नहीं जाने चाहिए, जो कि बाहर बेचने की जरूरत भी नहीं है, लेकिन क्योंकि
कनाडा का पैसा, हमारे टैक्स का पैसा,
हमारा पैसा जो है कनाडा में है, जो कि ग्लोबलिस्ट मूवमेंट जो है वो चल रही है पूरी दुनिया में, उसकी वजह से जो पैसा बाहर जा रहा है कि अगर यूरोप भेज रहा है तो हम भी फिर वहां पैसा भेजें। हम इसके बिल्कुल खिलाफ है। कनाडा का पैसा कनाडा में होना चाहिए। जैसे कि मैंने अभी इंग्लिश में बताया कि अगर मैं अपनी फैमिली को मतलब उनके लिए बेसिकली इतनी इनकम नहीं ला पा रहा हूँ घर के अंदर, लेकिन आगे जाके जो है वो दो लोग लड़ाई कर रहे हैं, आपस में जो है वो लड़ाई हो रही है, मैं बजाय कि अपना पैसा जो है अपने पास रखूं, अपने बच्चों पे लगाऊं या अपने घर में लगाऊं, मैं वो पैसे निकाल के जो है मैं उनको दे रहा हूँ कि हाँ यार आप लड़ो।
सही। अच्छा फहद, ठीक है, पीपल्स पार्टी ऑफ कनाडा, पहले ये मैं व्यूअर्स आपको बता दूं, फहद उर्दू इंग्लिश में जब बता रहे थे तो हंस पड़े थे, तो मैं थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ रखते हुए बताऊं। पीपल्स पार्टी ऑफ कनाडा का पीपल्स पार्टी ऑफ पाकिस्तान से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है, आसिफ अली जरदारी की पार्टी नहीं है, मैक्सिम इसके लीडर हैं। और फहद, अगला सवाल मैं इसी हवाले से ये करूंगा कि एक स्टीरियोटाइप है कि जो पीपल्स पार्टी ऑफ कनाडा वो गोरों की पार्टी है, और दूसरा एक और पार्ट भी ऐड कर लेता हूँ, और जो हमारे लोग हैं वो ये समझते हैं कि इस पार्टी को तो बिल्कुल सपोर्ट नहीं करना चाहिए क्योंकि ये गोरों की पार्टी। तो दोनों तरफ से आपको मुश्किलात का सामना है, दोनों उधर उनको जाके बताएंगे तो वो भी थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है आपको कन्विंस करना कि यार वी आर गुड पीपल, हम अच्छे लोग हैं।
यार ये जैसा मैंने भी बताया कि ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है,
सही,
एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है, और एक इस पे बाकायदा इस पे मतलब पैसे भी खर्च हुए हैं कि इस पार्टी को दिखाने के लिए एक यू नो आई डोंट वांट टू यूज द वर्ड रेसिस्ट पार्टी है, लेकिन ये कि इस पे बड़ा पैसा खर्च हुआ है, इस पे बड़े इस पे जो है डॉलर्स खर्च हुए हैं इस पे।
कैसे, मतलब क्या मतलब पैसे खर्च हुए हैं, इसका कोई वाज़ह जवाब नहीं है।
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too much into it. I want people to do a study on it. There was a case which was filed, and there was उन्होंने इस तरह से पोर्ट्रे किया था कि जो मैक्सिम जो है वो बेसिकली वो फेवर करता है गोरों को। यार look at me, I was born in Pakistan, I'm Muslim, और मैं जो हूँ एक कैंडिडेट हूँ।
ठीक है,
तो एक ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है। इसी तरह से जो है जो हमारे जो लोकल्स हैं, जो यहीं पर पैदा हुए हैं, जो अरसे से रह रहे हैं, जो कि मतलब साउथ एशियन नहीं है, वो ये समझते हैं कि हम बेसिकली हमने जो है उस मुल्क को तबाह कर दिया है ना भाई। यार इमिग्रेशन पॉलिसी भी है कि वो है जिस पे मैं मतलब थोड़ी सी मैं डिस्कस करना चाहता हूँ कि हमने इमिग्रेंट्स इतने भर लिए हैं यहाँ पर। अब जब मुझे याद है कि जब मेरे वालिद यहाँ पर रहते हैं, I'm gonna speak a bit in English as well, so my English audience can understand as well. When my parents came over, he was vetted properly, and it took about like few years before we got the visa. कुछ टाइम लगा था कि जब तक हमें परमिशन मिली, हमें इमिग्रेशन मिली यहाँ पर आने की, ठीक ठाक वो होता है, क्योंकि उस वक्त वो प्रोफेशनल लोगों को बुला देते हैं।
स्क्रूटनी हुई थी कि यार ये क्या ये ऐसा शख्स है जो कनाडा को बेनिफिट पहुंचा।
हाँ, उसमें से there was a question कि how when you come here how will you be able to support, do you have enough sort of capital for to support yourself if you don't find a job। इस तरह की वो हुई थी, स्क्रूटनी हुई थी, जो कि अब बिल्कुल भी नहीं होती है। और एक और बात मैं बताऊं जो कि मैं आपको मेंशन करना भूल गया, मैंने रिसर्च भी इस पे मतलब आप बल्कि मैं तो कहता हूं रिसर्च करो इसके बारे में। अगर आपका बिजनेस है यहाँ पर, आपका टमोहन से या आपकी कोई भी एक शॉप, मॉम पॉप शॉप है, कनाडा की जो गवर्नमेंट है ना, वो टैक्स ब्रेक देती है आपको अगर आप इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट हायर करो।
सही।
हाउ इज दैट फेयर? यू हैव योर किड्स हु आर बोर्न हियर, आपके बच्चे यहाँ पैदा हुए थे, यू बीन पेइंग टैक्सेस, एंड जो तरजीह है, जो प्रायोरिटी है बेसिकली वो उनके लिए जो इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स हैं, दे आर हियर ऑन इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स वीजा, दे शुड बी स्टडीइंग हियर and then going back, and then if you want to come back to Canada as an immigrant, apply properly, like you did, like we did. So isme ye ki sorry I have to sort of explain on it. So how is it fair? I mean usme देखें अभी इन्फ्लेशन के बारे में बात हो रही थी, महंगाई के बारे में बात हो रही थी। अब जब मैं यूनिवर्सिटी या कॉलेज जाने से पहले जब मैं स्कूल से ग्रेजुएट हुआ था तो फॉर कपल ऑफ मंथ्स आई डिड अ जॉब और जब भी मैं वहां से मेरी छुट्टी होती थी स्कूल अपने कॉलेज से तो मैं यहाँ पर आके अपने घर पे आके मैं जॉब करता था तो इट वाज अ लिटिल हेल्प फॉर माय पेरेंट्स अब नहीं है व्हाई बिकॉज़ इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स को जो है जॉब मिली हुई है मी एज अ कैनेडियन citizen when I went to ask for a job while I was studying in Mohawk College, they said no, you can only work 10 hours. हमारे लिए इतने सख्त rules है when we were studying.
Right.
And now the game has completely changed. And then we are asking, oh man, we cannot afford it.
Same.
It's a small, it may be a small thing. ये हो सकता है छोटी सी वजह हो.
Same.
लेकिन but if you come to think of it, we're like it's getting out of hand.
Same. All right, Fahad, thank you so much. We have run out of time.
Thank you for having me.
I know I'm not gonna let you go so easily. I'm gonna put you on spot, and I am going to ask you a few rapid fire questions. Are you ready for it, sir?
Yeah, let's go. I love this game. You better have good questions.
Well, I don't know what your interests are. My interest might be different.
My interest is like basketball.
What if I don't know anything about basketball? So let me put you on spot and maybe ask about things you might have no interest in. So let's go first. Who is so? This is optionless question. Then I'll give you option questions. Who's your favorite American president?
Oh,
Donald Trump. John F. Kennedy. Come on, man. It's rapid fire. You gotta be quick.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. John F. Kennedy, but Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. All right. Who's your favorite Prime Minister of Canada so far?
My favorite Prime Minister who's soon to be Maxime Bernier. He's my favorite, but who was already there.
Okay.
Look, I like Jean Chrétien. But you know what? One more thing. People are saying that we are taking votes. We are sort of splitting the votes. We are not. I was part of Liberal. The other candidates within Mississauga, they were also part of Liberals who are not now Liberal, who are part of PPC. So all this this myth about splitting votes is all baseless.
Okay. Fair enough. Let me give you options now. Bollywood or Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Cricket or soccer?
Cricket.
Cricket or basketball?
Ooh. One sport that I grew up with, one sports that I adopted. Pass.
No, come on, man. Cricket or basketball?
Well, I'm too old for basketball, so I'm going to say cricket then.
All right. Oh, wow. You're saying cricket is the game of old men. Okay.
No, I mean, you can
I'm just twisting your words. I'm sorry. Who is your favorite basketball player of all time? Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan. It's not LeBron James, Michael Jordan because of mentality.
LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan. And I'll give you the reason.
Wait. No. That's rapid fire. Who's your favorite cricketer? Brett Lee or Shoaib Akhtar?
Man, I changed my action. I tried to mimic Shoaib Akhtar.
Okay, Shoaib Akhtar. Batsman, Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan.
Babar.
Sachin Tendulkar or Virat Kohli?
Tendulkar, actually.
Sachin,
Virat did not face the bowlers that Sachin faced.
Sachin Tendulkar or Shoaib Akhtar?
Shoaib. That flair, man.
I would disagree any day, but
man, that flair.
All right, last question. Who is your favorite cricketer of all time? I'm assuming this is Shoaib Akhtar.
No.
Who is it? Imran Khan. And we're talking about Imran Khan, the cricketer, right?
We're talking about Imran Khan in general.
Michael Jordan or Imran Khan?
Oh, come on. No, that's not.
I had to get you. I told you I'm going to make them compare.
Michael, you know what?
You could have said Shoaib Akhtar. I would have asked Shoaib Akhtar or Michael Jordan. You said Imran Khan. Now I'm going to put you on
you know what? The amount of work that Imran Khan has done. So of course Imran Khan.
All right.
And I mean, if anybody wants the reason why, I'll give them reason.
Well, you can refer them to me. I will talk to them about it.
No, I'm enough for them. But yeah, if somewhere I get stuck there, then maybe I'll be like, okay, no, talk to Salman. He'll tell you better.
But thank you so much for joining today. Before I let you go, I would really like you to give a message to viewers, please. It could be any message. And with that, I endorse your candidacy. Hopefully, you
Thank
do
you.
your best.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Salman. I mean, we haven't had a fair share in the mainstream media, like I've been saying it. But I want people to do their own research. I mean, everybody. I'm going to talk about my party. The other candidates will talk about their party. But I want you to do research on your values, on what is important to you. We have been in crisis for quite some time now. So I want you to do research on each party and then make a decision. And I'm sure once you do a fair research, you will be part of PPC. And that's all I can say at this point. I mean, I can talk great game about my party like anybody else, but this is a very, very important election in Canadian history. The inflation is all-time high. We are losing our moral, ethical values. So we need to get back to where we were. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much, Fahad, for joining today. I wish you luck in your campaign and in the election.
Thank you so much for having me. It was fun. It was my first podcast ever, but it was fun, man. You gave me confidence to get on more podcasts. But you know what? I want my fellow candidates from Mississauga or from Georgetown or from Halton region. I want them to join this podcast, and you know what? We want to make ourselves heard. So let's get on it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Fahad. Viewers, this was the episode today. I am a very strong believer in democracy in Canada. And as Fahad mentioned, which is surprising to me, to be honest, that they haven't been given the fair chance to speak in media, in debates. I welcome People's Party of Canada or any other party or any other candidate who wants to speak to public before election. It's their right, and my platform is open for you all. Please join. With that, I request everyone, every Canadian citizen to go out and vote. This is the time where we decide the future of Canada, the future policies of Canada. Once we elect these people, they go and make the policies. But for now, we have the right and responsibility to choose the right people. With that, I would request your leave. I hope you like the episode today. If you have any comments, any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. Thank you so much.